Welcome to School Scene. I'm your host, Naperville 203 Superintendent Dan Bridges. More than 16,500 students grow, learn, and thrive in our 22 schools across Naperville, Bolingbrook, Lisle, and Woodridge. It's our goal to ensure each student receives a first-class education and graduates well prepared for their next phase of life, whatever that may be. In this episode, we're discussing a very important part of the Naperville 203 community, parent volunteer groups. These groups are a vital link between school and home life, but not everyone understands all that goes on within them. I'll visit with members from a variety of groups to give us some insight on the accomplishments, goals, and day-to-day operations of Naperville 203 parent volunteer groups. Up first is Naperville 203 parent Melissa Fosco to talk more about how Home and School works collaboratively with our schools and parents to support and enhance student experiences. Melissa, what is Home and School's most important job?
Home and School's most important job is creating a partnership between home and school. So creating a partnership between parents, students, and staff. Home and School is Naperville 203's version of a PTA. So there's no membership fee though, there's no membership at all. It's everyone's included. We include all families in Home and School so they can participate in any of the activities that we have in 203.
Great, so we would encourage parents in all of our schools to get involved in Home and School.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
What kinds of activities and programs does Home and School support in our schools?
Each Home and School in Naperville 203 has their own Home and School. So programs and activities are going to vary a little bit through the schools. But one program that I think is a really neat program that we have is Watchdogs. And Watchdogs is a program, it's dads of great students, and it allows the dads to come in and participate in a day of school with their child and with the community in the school. And that's been a great way for us to get dads into our schools. Other programs are, we have STEM nights and fun fairs and assemblies at the schools, book fairs, room parties. So there's a wide variety of activities that the parents and students can get involved in Home and School in their own schools.
Watchdogs has been one of my favorite programs to watch grow because it's been exciting to watch our dads get involved in
Yeah,
school.
it's been great.
Home and School has been so huge in making that happen.
Yeah.
Why should people get involved in Home and School?
It has been such a wonderful thing for me to get involved in Home and School. I've met so many people that I never would have met before, and so that's a great thing. And if you're new to the district, that's a wonderful place for you to come and meet people and get involved in your child's education. That's the biggest thing is, for me, has been to get involved in my children's education in District 203. So I really enjoyed getting a sneak peek into their day and getting involved in their education. If we didn't have our parents get involved in the district and in Home and School activities, then we wouldn't be able to do some of the programs. We have wonderful volunteers, and we're so thankful that we have those volunteers. So it's a wonderful way for parents to just get involved in their kids and in their kids' education.
So you mentioned one of your favorite parts is being a volunteer and getting involved, and you have so many volunteer opportunities. Why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the volunteer opportunities that exist in our Home and Schools?
Some of the activities and the places that parents can get involved in is, a parent can come in and do Watchdogs, for example, or they could come in and be a room parent at a party. They could coordinate an adult social fundraiser, or they could come in and help and do vision and hearing screenings or registration at the high school level. The wonderful thing about Home and School is there's something for everyone. So you could be a working parent, you could be a stay-at-home parent, and there's something for everyone to participate in. And so, you could stay home and do something, you could come in, and there's all sorts of things at every school. If you'd like to get involved, you can email the Home and School president. You can find their information on the website, or you could attend a Home and School meeting, and the president will point you in the right direction on how to get involved in the school.
Right. So even though all of our 22 schools have their own Home and School, we also have a general Home and School that meets monthly. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what that group is and what they do?
So General Home and School is just a group of four women on an exec board, including Julie Carlson, who works for the district, and we kind of oversee all of the schools and make sure kind of everybody's on the same page, and we guide the presidents through their year or two as president. And it's been a wonderful thing for me to get involved at the district level and be getting involved in things like that.
I imagine that bringing all 22 presidents together with the board is a great opportunity for schools to share ideas.
Absolutely.
What is one homeschool doing that others may want to do?
Right.
What's one of the most exciting programs that you've heard from one of our schools regarding what our home and school does? Maybe it's one that the school that you're at.
We've talked about Watchdogs a couple times, but I think that's the most exciting program in the last few years that's come along. It's been a great opportunity for dads to get into the schools where sometimes they otherwise wouldn't have been able to. And so they've gotten involved, and not every school does Watchdogs, but plenty of them have been able to do it. And so the dads can come in, and so that's been the most exciting one I've seen in the last couple years that have been coming through.
Great. Talk to me a little bit about the importance of the relationship between the home and school president and the school principal.
The principals and the presidents work together. It's a very important relationship so that we can get the schools running smoothly and all on the same page.
Yeah, I think it's important because we count on our presidents to be such a conduit of information for us back to all the parent groups. So partnership is so huge. Well, thanks, Melissa. And when we return, I'll talk with a parent volunteer from our school family community partnership.